Hey, what's up? Hello, my name is Vincent Nemeimana and this is Mika Life, your life in fullness. So, for some reason, today I will just be using my computer's webcam to reach out to you guys. Sorry. So, today I would love us actually to discuss an interesting and hot topic that you usually wouldn't find me in. I want us to discuss the 10 unique features or qualities of Bobi Wine that make him stand out and pull up that big number, irrespective of the harassments and the challenges and the threats and the bullets and the tear gas. Man, this guy has a big following. I mean, what is unique about? You can't say it's because he's famous. Ragadi was a good singer and famous. We knew him across the world. Bebe Cool can't put those numbers, and he's a good singer. He's famous. He's a big person. So it can't be just that he was a musician and very famous, though that can be part of it. But this guy has something unique about him, and we want to discuss 10 unique things or qualities about him that make him stand out and pull such a big crowd amidst all the threats and dangers. This is Mika Life YouTube channel, and you are going to have a good time. As always, I encourage you to look at that subscribe button down there, click on it, and click on the bell icon that shows up there after as well, so that you never miss notifications regarding our newest videos on this Mika Life YouTube channel. Thank you so much. Bobi Wine officially and openly joined politics in 2017 when he announced he was going to stand in for MP Chadon East after the elections of 2016 had been nullified. Now, from then he has never looked back. Of course, he stood up and he won. Apparently, no one expected him to be in politics, not even his closest, Eddie Yawe. So he came in as a surprise, and surprises happen, don't they? And he won. He went to the parliament.
I, Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert, swear in the name of the Almighty God that I will give faithful service to this Parliament and support and uphold the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda by law established. So help me God.
He went to Parliament when it was the hottest time, when President Museveni and his NRM guys were trying to remove the age limit. And so Bobi Wine, together with the opposition, they fought that war, including the lifting of chairs in the Parliament. You remember that fight of exchanging blows and chairs within the Parliament. And he was there. He has done so far so many things since then, including taking Charenga concert to the Parliament. Irrespective of the threats and challenges, Bobi Wine never gave up. Actually, in 2019 July, the guy announced that he was gonna stand in for presidential seat. Can you imagine that? In his words, he said, he challenged Museveni and said, "I challenge you to free and fair elections in the name of the Ugandan people." So Bobi Wine now came in full for presidential campaigns, and since then it has never been easy for this guy. And yet the guy's following keeps growing day and day, irrespective of these threats. Yeah, man. You can pull up numbers, you can have followers, but not when they know they will be shot at and be killed. They will be ridden over and be killed. Man, it's a unique thing, so that's why we want to look at the 10 unique features or qualities that make this guy stand out and pull up this big following, irrespective of the odds. So, here are the 10 unique features or qualities of Bobi Wine that make him stand out and pull up that big following, irrespective of the harassments and the threats of bullets, tear gas, and everything. Number one, he is opposition. Yes, there is a common saying, my enemy's enemy is my friend. So in Uganda, many people want President Museveni out. So when you stand on the side of opposition, automatically you have a number of supporters by automatic. I mean, by just becoming opposition, you already have a big number of supporters who really don't want what's going on. So his opposition, which is a side that really automatically wins him some level of support. You look at other famous people like Raga D, like Baby Cool, the side they are on is not the popular side, you know, and it takes away that automatic number of supporters that automatically force someone when he's on the opposition side. So being opposition is one big unique feature that will give you a good number of supporters. Number two, he is young. Now, studies show that younger people, younger politicians usually pull big number of voters. Of course, we are not looking at very young, but we are also not looking at very old. For example, in USA, Joe Biden, yes, pulled it over, but the reason could be he was running against an equally old person, Trump. So the issue of age, people didn't have really a choice. Some analysts say that if the young pitch of the Democrats had been chosen to stand for Democrats, then the issue of age would automatically have come in. Additionally, on the issue of being younger, 78% of Ugandans are below the age of 30. So when you are a younger politician in a country whereby very many people are younger, you are likely to get the support of your fellow younger men, younger women in the country. So automatically, it's a younger politician in a country with so many younger women and younger men who will automatically give support to their fellow younger person, because Bobi Wine is 38 years old, so he's not very young and yet he is not very old, which gives him that cutting edge in a country whereby 78% of the population are below the age of 30. Number three, he is happily married. Now, studies show that people who have happy families usually attract voters. The point is, some people say that if someone can lead well his family, then he's likely to lead well in a public office. Besides, some supporters who like Bobi Wine are actually supporting him because of his wife, Bobi Kyagulanyi. This gives him a cutting edge in the arena of politics because people love happy families and they identify happy families with a happy life and good leadership. The fourth unique feature or quality about Bobi Wine that gives him this big following is he has had a difficult past. Now, people who have had a difficult past can easily identify themselves with the public because the public is assumably suffering just like them. Now, when you consider the past of Bobi Wine, whether it's about the different moral prejudices that are thrown at him, of him using ganja, living in the ghetto and living that life of unruliness, and or whether it is the life of his poverty. You know, he comes from that area where accessing education and other amenities of life was just as hard as for almost everyone in this country, gives him that ability to connect to the public who are suffering almost the same way. That gives him an easy way to connect to the sufferings and the challenges that his voters are facing. So when he's speaking, you feel it's a guy who is just like you and giving hope that actually things can be better irrespective of such a past. So having a difficult past just as Bobi Wine had is a very great way he is connecting with the public who are also having the same challenges. Number five, he is famous. Yes, Bobi Wine, before even becoming a politician, he was a musician. I mean, he is a musician and a famous one. So the big following of him even before just had to turn to supporting his political ideologies. So even if he might have lost actually some supporters maybe who were supporting him musically only, it is possible that actually people had to change from their political affiliations instead of quitting Bobi Wine. Yeah, so those people were following him when he was a musician or when he's a musician, still came and followed and supported him when he became a politician. Another point is he is educated but not very educated. Now, studies show that people who are very educated, for example, professors they are not good politicians because most of the times actually they are not confident. That's what the studies say. But people who are educated in a way of medium education, not too much, not too little, and that is Bobi Wine. It gives them that ability to connect to the world of educated people, but also it gives them the ability to connect to the world of less educated people, which is a cutting edge and a unique feature about Bobi Wine. He's educated, but not very educated. The number 7 unique feature or quality that makes Bobi Wine stand out and pull up that big follow-up is he has been harassed and mistreated by the government. Whenever a politician, most especially the opposition, is mistreated by the government and harassed by police and the army, beaten, imprisoned, it pulls up numbers. Sometimes people, out of sympathy, they want to vote and support that person. This is one big reason I do not understand why Museveni or the state tortures opposition, because when you torture and show that you are mistreating them, they usually get bigger support than they were having. You even make them more famous. They are always on the TV. People are talking for them, defending them. And number 8, the 8th unique factor is his message is unique. It's about hope. Now, Bobi Wine, whether he wins or doesn't win the election of becoming a president, he has a message. There's something he has implanted in the people that will never go back. The hope, the point that it is possible. Now, that's what is unique about Bobi Wine. By the way, this is the same thing that was or that's identified with Barack Obama. They preached a message of hope. This is how they give you that message of it is possible, that life can change. It doesn't matter where you started from or who you are, you can still make a difference. So Bobi Wine's message of hope, of showing that your past does not define your future and you can pull up your life from wherever it had drawn it, is a big message that people want to hear too, especially people in countries like ours, where people are having issues of poverty, of no food, of insecurity, of everyday struggles. So that inspiration, that hope is good message, and Bobi Wine has presented that message better than all the politicians at least for now. So that gives him a big follow-up, a big following of people, including those who don't support his political ideologies but love that message of hope. Point number 9, or unique feature about Bobi Wine, is that he has not held any political office before. Yeah, now that's a very big point. It means that people do not have a basis on which to judge him, okay? But it also means that people want to try him to see maybe he can do, because if he had a political background, if he had an office, it would be easier to judge him, to say, oh, that guy can't work out this and that. Really, experience doesn't usually turn into votes. So Bobi Wine has that unique feature that he has done so much. He has made the country stand up in just a few moments, in just a few years, yet he didn't have a wrong background of political office or leadership. This is a unique feature about him. He has not been in office, and yet when he comes, he's unique, he's serious, he's steady on the stage. And lastly, the guy is cute. Now, Bobi Wine's beauty of physical attractiveness is not on his face, it is on his height. Tallness in men is a physical attractive feature because men who are tall are regarded as attractive, as beautiful, as handsome. So Bobi Wine's face may not be that awesome, but in his voice, physical body stature, his abdomen is flat and not protruding, and then his tallness. Yeah, studies have always told you that physically attractive people pull up numbers, they easily command attention and they can deliver their message nicely without any person standing in there. And for Bobi Wine, this time it is helping him pull up a big number of followers, of people who really want to go and just see the guy stand up and talk. Yeah, he's physically cute. So physically cute, big following. Those are 10 features that make Bobi Wine stand up, that make Bobi Wine stand out and pull up that big number of people irrespective of the threats. Of course, the big and most important question is, shall the big following turn into real votes? That's a question we shall have to wait to answer, right? So, okay, so what do you think? If you love Bobi Wine, if you follow him up, and if you are planning actually to vote for him, what unique things about him? What do you like about him? Just share your views in the comment section below, and I will be happy to share and discuss with you as we discuss this man who has become great in our political arena just yesterday. As always, every video that I share on this YouTube channel, there is an article and a PDF version of it at www.namevix.com. So this information I'm sharing today, it is detailed in the article with the evidence and the links and everything you want to know at www.namevix.com. I have shared the link in the description below. Just click on it and go to my website and read and even download the PDF if you want to, and everything you want. It's at www.namevix.com. That's it. Ciao, ciao.